You ever thought about that? Redesigning like a famous character's costume?
Yeah, Superman. I know it's iconic, but it's too loud.
All right, tell me what you would do. I'll sketch it up.
All right, no cape,
No cape.
no underwear.
Okay.
I go with the boots, but more combat-like.
What about the symbolic S?
Let's keep that, but smaller.
A tiny S, like he dropped a noodle on his chest while he was eating. Spit curl?
Yes, you can keep the spit curl.
This is your ideal, cool vision of superheroics right here.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank God you're not in charge, Ming.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Comic Book Men, the highest rated cable show on Earth 2. I'm your host, Kevin Smith.
Brad Johnson.
Walt Flanagan.
Mike Zapsik.
Ming Chen.
Okay, what's going on at the stash?
Some guy came in with 5 long boxes.
Nice.
So, I mean, you can't wait to just get in there and get your face right smack up in that box and just start perusing.
He's got his face done.
We are still talking about comics, right?
How are you?
Somebody came prepared.
I think I got gold in there for you. I hope so.
Wow. Looking to sell today?
Definitely.
Where'd you get these?
I bought them like 15 years ago. Guy was getting married. He was moving out of the city.
Right.
I bought them from him. Then I put them away in the basement. But there's a lot of meaning in there.
They look like they haven't been touched in decades.
They haven't.
How many you got here?
I don't know. It's like 300 in the box, I guess.
Do you have a price in mind?
Maybe like 5,000.
5,000.
There's 5 boxes. I mean, I'm sure there's something good in there.
Late 60s, early 70s, Walt.
And this box looks to be 80s.
Look at how yellow these are.
You're a smoker by any chance?
I have a cigar store.
Smells like,
Like the bottom of an ashtray?
Colored. They've been buried for 15 years.
Was the collection awesome?
potential.
That don't sound good, man.
The
That
potential was
sounds
there.
like my wife when I'm like, did you have an orgasm? She's like, well, you tried.
Most of your collection, unfortunately, is stuff that we can't use. It's smoke damaged. They reek of cigars.
You can't get it out. It's irreversible.
So it ain't gold.
Maybe not even copper.
This pile is what we can use.
Okay. So we cherry pick it.
Right. Invincible Iron Man, this is the first Thanos. Mint condition, it's worth $104. This is not in mint condition. A sealed Superman, Death of, and some Miller Daredevils.
Despite what they smell like, we could still sell them with relative ease.
How much you gonna get out of these?
I think I could get 500 to 550 for that
That's
pile.
it?
It would be a struggle to get rid of the rest of the stuff.
I really want to sell the whole thing.
300.
Nah.
All right. How about 500 for the whole lot then?
I came in with big numbers in mind.
Everybody does.
Everybody does. And I think I'll hold on to them.
All right, man.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, and I will be back.
All right.
Take care, thanks.
See you later.
Well, comics and cigarettes don't mix, obviously.
It's a harsh lesson.
Tell me about it. That's a cautionary tale to people out there listening. Don't use your comics as a filter, man.
I mean, I guess I don't know any cigar smokers or anybody who's like, this Superman comic.
This is not a no smoking lesson.
Kids, smoking will destroy your lungs, but it'll kill your comic books.
Have a great day, guys. Thank you.
Hey, check this out. There's a live auction. It says here, comics, toys, posters. We can go in there, get everything, bring it back to the stash and make a mint. Now, you know I'm always looking for new ways to get cool merch for the stash. And I thought I had come up with the perfect one, public auctions. I pictured us like, you know, young, strapping, hip dudes walking in a bunch of guys in straw hats, you know, we come in there, we clean the place out, and they wouldn't even know it hit them. Their overalls would be spun on backwards.
You thought the city kids were going to show the hayseeds at a bargain hunt.
But I'm doing the bidding now.
Hold on a second. I'm just as competent as you are to do some bidding.
Mike could make just as much money as you could.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
All right, how about a little wager then? How about a little competition?
absolutely.
2-man teams. Me and Bri against you and Mike.
Yeah.
Yes.
So each team will get $500 to spend. Bid on whatever you see fit, and at the end of the auction, we'll come back to the stash and see who got the most value for the $500.
So it's over, man. Me and Mike got this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's raise the stakes then.
All right, what?
Grab me that short box. All right, you know how badly I've been wanting to implement Comic Book Masterpiece Theater in the stash, right?
Yeah.
There it is. Fantastic Four Annual number 3. That's what I'm talking about. The loser has to reenact the wedding of Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Girl.
Of all the comic books you've ever read, the moment that you want to reenact is Reed and Sue get married?
Yeah, because I know that I'm going to get one of these guys in drag. It's on then. You agreed to it. It's done.
all right.
No backing out.
No backing out.
No, you better go shave.
No, you better. Well, you don't. You better go shave.
Go get a Brazilian for your
You
husband.
better go shave.
I do art therapy.
What about that one? That's Hell Warrior.
There's some type of disturbance going on upstairs.
Sometimes I wonder, man, did I just hit the cosmic lottery? Wonderful wife, 2 healthy kids. I sell comics for a living. Right? All of us, really. We all just hit the cosmic lottery.
Really?
Didn't we? I mean, what
Not
more?
maybe the cosmic, not the genetic.
How you guys doing today?
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. Looking for a specific comic book. I think you guys have it. Amazing Spider-Man 129?
We do.
There you go. This is a pretty key issue.
It's something that I definitely need for my collection because I got a few sparse 150, 140s, but I don't have the whole run.
This is the introduction of the anti-hero. Probably can be predicated right back to this guy right here, Frank Castle, the Punisher.
I know most people would say Moon Knight is Marvel's answer to Batman, but the Punisher to me is kind of more Marvel's answer to Batman, but he's a Batman who could take it one step further. Batman won't ever kill, but the Punisher has zero compunction about being scum, bang.
And they created a character that is so badass he can wear white go-go boots, and you still look at him and not snicker when you see him. This is not an easy one to get in high grade.
Exactly. I was say I've been all over. Like I've been to a couple of comic book conventions, all the stores out by me on Long Island.
What do you do out there?
I do art therapy. I work in a psychiatric hospital. So it's almost verbal therapy, but we're painting or drawing. And because I'm a fan of comic books, I even try to incorporate some of that stuff into what I do.
Oh, so you get somebody to draw a picture, and then you it's kind of like.
Yeah, I can analyze it.
What about that one? I just got done doing that one.
Wow.
That's Hell Warrior. See the 3 6s?
Most art therapists looking at this would definitely suggest that there's some type of disturbance going on upstairs a little
No,
bit.
absolutely, they'd be wrong.
Maybe you want to call somebody.
Don't call a priest.
I can't imagine that's the first time that anyone's ever looked at your drawings and been like, is everything okay, Walt?
Yeah, I mean, it actually was a time, and I was like a junior or senior in high school, and we had an art project to do. And the next thing I know, I was sitting in front of a psychiatrist.
No.
He's also leaving out that he put a dead cat on top of this.
This is a nice copy, too. Very fine. We're asking $450 for it.
Well, I was gonna come in starting at around $275.
I would say I could knock $50 off. That's more than 10%.
We'll go up to $325.
$375, I could do it.
$375 is tough, man. $360 if you could do the deal.
$365.
All right, 365.
$365?
Deal.
All right, man. You got a deal. Got a great book right there, my friend.
It's expensive, but I'm definitely walking out of here a happy man.
That's all that we care about at the Secret Stash.
No, you don't. I walk out of here upset every day and you don't care. This is the auction?
It's on, baby. Look at all these scavengers here, man. They're just swarming all over this place.
Remember our strategy.
Don't get excited.
And let stuff go. Be willing to walk away from everything.
All right, man, let's grab our spots. It's go time.
X-Men number 94.
$25 to go, 75, 85, 95, 105, 1.5, 170, 180, 170, 180. Last call. Booyah!
When I was a kid, my family took a driving vacation down to Florida. We borrowed this 70s van, almost like a porno van. But the van had a Frazetta painting across the side, and it was of a barbarian and a barbarian princess who was wearing very little clothing, and she was very busty. So this family of 5 Catholics driving around in this van with like big, big boobs. So we're driving, and cops show up in the rear view, pull us over. The cops said, "Do you know you were involved in a hit and run accident?" And my father was like, "No, what are you talking about?" This is what happened. This old man, he was about 65 years old, he's driving, he comes up next to our van, and he just starts looking at the big naked woman drawn on the side, and he bumped into our van. We didn't even feel it, man. So when the guy explained it, the cop goes, "Well, this is your fault." And he's just like, "Well, they shouldn't have this filth on the van." And my mother was like, "I agree with you, it shouldn't be on the van."
We all set? All right, here we go.
The auctioneer steps out, and I'm itching like I got a 100-year-old itch to scratch.
Okay, and you're looking strategically
Yes.
for stuff that's gonna evaluate higher later on.
Yes, I'm thinking just go for the obvious.
Gold bricks, diamonds, real estate on the Pacific Shores,
Right.
things like this.
Daredevil box lot 339.
Come on, man.
Steady, steady, don't let them rattle you.
I'm gonna buy, $7 hands, $10, sir, $10, 10, 10, 7 10, 10, 10, 7 10, 10, 7 10, 10, 7 10, 15.
What the hell?
The amazing thing about somebody who could talk that fast, you're just hypnotized by.
I wondered if they have to practice or is this just a natural talent where this dude like speaks in tongues.
I mean, it took you back to like a simpler era, man. Pre-TV, pre-internet, pre-radio even, and it was
People would
just...
gather around auctioneers just to listen to them talk fast. The good old days.
$10 on that flea circus. Take it about 10, 15. Take it 15, 15, take it 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 15. Sold $10. Thanks for coming, sir. Buyer number 244244. Abby and Slats comic strip. Take it 15, 15, take it 15, take it 15, take it 15, 15, 20, 20, get about 20, get about 20, get about 25, 25, 29, 25. Sold for $20. Nice buy, sir.
That's us.
Yeah. You won? Yeah.
When I was a kid, I went to an auction. One of the items they brought up was the Mego Planet of the Apes dolls. And it was like $5, and I said $10, and nobody else overbid, so I won. And I went up to get it, and I picked it up off the counter, and they were like, $10. That part I didn't know about. Had no money.
But what happened? What'd they do to you when you didn't have the money?
I said, hold on, and I picked it up off the counter and made it seem like I'll be right back with it. But then I just left.
X-Men number 94.
$25 to go, 25, 35, 35, 45, 45, 55, 55, 65, 75, 75, 85, 95, 105, 115, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 175, 5, 150, 175, 150, 170, 180, 180, 180, 180, 170, 180, 170, 180. Last call. Sold $170 there. Buyer number 236, 230.
Good afternoon, guys. How'd your expedition go?
Well, take a look.
2 piles, right? 2 teams?
Files, 2 teams.
Okay, Brian and Walt, Giant Size X-Men 1, X-Men 94. These books are probably the most key issues.
Yes.
What'd you have to pay for this?
$190.
I sell this all the time between $350 and $450. Easy double. Well, from what I can see, Mike and Ming got a lot of crap. Nice crap.
Flea circus.
I had this toy when I was a kid.
Tell me about it.
Doesn't look complete. Now, this is really nice. Original?
Yes.
Obviously hung in someone's bathroom for a long time. Probably by the shower. What'd you pay for this?
$25.
It's a fair price. There's room. You could make money off that. What's up with this?
Oh, Abby and Slats. You don't know it?
Rayburn Van Buren. Pretty famous guy.
You know this guy?
This guy is a recognized artist. What'd you pay for this?
$25.
I've seen this sell for as much as $300, $325.
The ever famous Abby and Slats.
I've never even heard of.
True. And that's why we got it for a song, by the way.
Because no one's heard of it.
But still, it's original art. They ain't making no more of it. And, you know, it's a good investment.
Well,
Between these two piles, the winner is... I now pronounce you Mr. and Mr. Fantastic. Mike and Ming, even with all the crap, you got some gems in there, really nice items. Job well done. Brian and Walt bought some really nice books, key issues. But between the two piles, the winner is Walt and Brian.
no way! I'm not gonna lie. I know what it feels like to win the Stanley Cup or the Super Bowl.
And as soon as they lost, the backbiting started, like blaming each other.
It was all your fault. Why did you
It's my fault!
I see couples therapy in your future.
Why did you buy better stuff?
Who was holding the paddle for the first half hour?
Well, you had it for the last half hour.
How did I get it?
This is your fault.
Yo, moron!
You remember what the bet was, right? The loser had to reenact the wedding of Reed Richards and Sue Storm. We figured we'd have it right at the stash, man.
And what is the stash but a cathedral for comic book fans?
I agree, man. You did do it in a church. You did it in our church.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will be our great pleasure to reenact for you one of the greatest moments in comic book history, the wedding of Reed Richards and Susan Storm. Oh my God. And from the back of the store steps a vision of beauty and grace. Yeah, we gave him the most bluest blue of lips.
Did she even wear blue in the comics?
No, but
It wasn't humiliating enough putting you in a dress that, like, we're gonna do other stuff to you as well.
he had a bouquet of flowers, but the flowers are made out of comics. Like we had
Oh, that's
sculpted.
actually pretty. Well done, man. You should have been a wedding planner.
Yay.
Reed, would you recite your vows to Sue?
What vows? What the hell are you talking about?
Please, you're covered. It's your big day. I didn't want you to any pressure.
Come on, man. People are watching.
Okay. From the moment you made the completely idiotic bid on an incomplete flea circus game, I knew you'd be mine. Sue, I promised to shake the Baxter Buildings Foundation with thrice nightly cosmic lovemaking. I vow to use my stretchy parts to tantalize and tease your negative zone.
Sue, it's now time.
I love you, Mike. I love you, Reed. Ever since you reached in and snatched me from my cradle, I knew you were the one for me. I vow, Reed, that I will love you even after your rubbery bits go forever flaccid.
The ring, please. I now pronounce you Mr. and Mr. Fantastic. You may kiss the bride. It's slobbering time.
That's enough. That's enough.
I mean, what happens now? Did you tell your wife? Did you tell your wife?
They're still trying to figure out how to break it. Niagara Falls, the Poconos, where are those two going?
I don't know. They gave me a week's notice, and you know what? Let the boys have fun.
And I guess that's going to wrap it up for another surprisingly romantic episode of Comic Book Men. I'm Kevin Smith.
Brad Johnson.
Walt Flanagan.
Mike Zapsik.
Ming Zapsik Chen.
Happy wife, happy life, kids.